So much can happen in only a decade. I mean, just think back to February of 2013. The British royal family was in an interesting position. Somebody had recently discovered the body of Richard III under a car parking lot, and we also learned that Catherine was pregnant with her first. After having dealt with severe morning sickness, Catherine got a little break. She got to go for a nice vacation to the Seychelles. It was just her and Prince William and a single paparazzo who was hiding behind some palm tree or maybe behind a sand dune, or maybe they were disguised as a worker. And they managed to capture the very first photos of a pregnant, bikini wearing future queen ever. Yes, history was made. Is it the important kind of history we're going to look back on and care about? Probably not. But anyway, for that lone paparazzo, it was an important moment. For the rest of us, though, it looked like an invasion of privacy because that's exactly what it was. But anyway, we got something to compare and contrast here. This week, another royal vacation photo showed up, showing Harry and Meghan on a vacation of their very own in Canouan, a small island in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, as far as paparazzi pictures go, this one is about as boring as it gets. All it shows is the two of them supposedly leaving some fancy food store, looking like a couple of people who enjoy the finer things in life, and then they came back to Atlanta on a private jet. I understand what they wanted us all to say. They wanted us all to say, oh, look at those two, so lucky, so in love. We're so jealous of them. But that was not the result. I mean, these pictures came in a year when Harry and Meghan have faced the increased and nosy presence of cameras and smartphones in their lives. Think of how many pap shots we have seen of the two of them just since May. They have been papped heading out for sushi in Santa Barbara at a flower market with their supposed daughter Elizabeth at a 4th of July parade. They were photographed leaving an office together. We saw Meghan on the phone walking to her car. Meghan with that weird stress patch on her wrist, Meghan out hiking with Marcus, Meghan at LAX on her way to Invictus last month. We saw Meghan and Harry going out to dinner for Meghan's birthday. Supposedly, they were involved in that near catastrophic car chase with the paparazzi in New York. And we got to see Meghan going out to lunch at the Instagram hotspot Du Mois. Interestingly enough, though, in the 10 years since we saw those shots of a pregnant bikini wearing Catherine on Italian, US, and Australian newsstands, we have hardly seen another unauthorized photo of them on vacation since. And it's not because Catherine and William are not taking trips anymore. In 2014, Catherine and William left little George at home and they went to enjoy a vacation in the Maldives. They've been to Mustique on multiple occasions, most recently in 2019. In 2016, William and Catherine took Prince George and little Princess Charlotte on vacation to the French Alps, and they went back this year again. And in 2021, the whole family, as well as their longtime nanny, were photographed arriving at Heathrow for a holiday to Jordan. In 2022, the Wales family headed to the south of France for her brother James Middleton's wedding. And more recently, the family now enjoys regular vacations on Cornwall Isles of Scilly. And these are only the vacations that we know about. I mean, the real list is much longer. Aside from Catherine being photographed holding a baby George in Mustique back in 2014, we haven't seen any more unauthorized photo of her, William, or their children on vacation since. The point I'm trying to make is this. Generally speaking, William and Catherine are left alone by both the press and by other people on vacation. After those 2013 photos came out, St. James's Palace said the royal house was disappointed, and they said this is a clear breach of the couple's right to privacy. And a source spoke with the Mirror saying that both William and Catherine were furious. So that moment proved to be a pretty important one. It looks like a line in the sand truly was drawn. The public didn't really want to see the young couple's privacy being invaded anymore. The paparazzi, while they just do what they got to do to get the shot, well, sometimes it's too much. So after that, the Waleses proceeded to draw a very firm line between their public and private lives. And they don't mind giving the public an occasional glimpse into their private lives. But still, they want to control it through social media posts and photos that are taken by Catherine. I have so much respect for William and Catherine for really protecting their family life. We really only get to see what they want us to see, and they have created a certain illusory sense of intimacy. And because of the way they have handled all this, now people respect William and Catherine's privacy a lot more. When William and Catherine are out and about in public with the kids, people are not so tempted to snap photos of them because, well, most people have respect for them and they know they don't like it. Meghan and Harry are the opposite, though. They court attention wherever they go. Over the past year, we have seen Meghan and Harry just put it all out there. We know way too much about their private lives. They have revealed so many intimate details of their relationship, of what it was really like in the royal family. They invited us all to peek into their world. We've seen their first day. We saw Meghan bawling after a meditation session. We saw some emotional photos of a newborn Archie with his parents and his grandmother Doria. We saw bath time photos of some child. We saw pictures of a newborn they claim were Invisibed. And we saw many shots of Harry pretending to be a loving father with some children he's pretending are his. Meghan and Harry were the ones who chose to open their lives up for mass public consumption. It's a bit like Pandora's box, though. It's already been opened. We already know all the secrets. So at this point, it's not like they can really switch directions. After they let the world welcome the world into their private lives, they can't very well shut the door in our faces again. Looking back, it's easy to see how people are confused about what is private and what is not private. And that's because of their Netflix docuseries. That's because of Harry's book Spare. How are we supposed to know what is off limits and what is not off limits? And I'm not saying that this is okay. And I'm not saying that because they did that TV series, Meghan and Harry just gave up their future right to privacy. But at the same time, I understand how that argument could be made. And it's Meghan and Harry's decision what they want to reveal of themselves and how and where they did it. But they've already done it. It's too late. They can't just turn back time. And the question is, are we now seeing one of the unintended consequences of all those content deals playing out? Well, I do hope that Meghan and Harry's little staged romantic getaway accomplished what it was supposed to. I hope that more people are looking into traveling to Canouan. And you, do you agree with this view? If yes, don't be afraid to like and share it with anyone else who would enjoy it. And if not, please tell me your opinion below in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to our Kate Middleton and the Queen channel to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for watching, goodbye, and I'll be back to see you tomorrow.